A new troop for Clash of Clans. In this video, we attack with the maxed level Yeti. Hey guys, what is up? Judo Sloth here and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. I hope you're having a great day. I'm sure you are, because we have revealed a brand new troop for the Town Hall 13 update, the Yeti. Now, I did a video breaking down the mechanics specifically. I'll be sure to link that video at the end of this one. It will also be down in the pinned comments. But for this video, we are just having a bit of fun and we're going to be attacking with the maxed level Yeti. Now, you unlock the Yeti at Town Hall 12, but moving into Town Hall 13, it can be upgraded to level 3. It has an interesting mechanic, and this is the army that I like to use. I will be sure to do a mass Yeti attack after this one, just so you can see spamming Yeti into the base and seeing how it turns out, but I like to use it instead of the P.E.K.K.A. in a Yeti smash attack strategy. It works really well, especially, notice the purple things in the basket. They are the Yeti mites. They come out and do incredible damage against defenses. You'll see in a second, guys, but if you do want to see daily Clash of Clans videos, obviously, we like to have fun here. We like to educate you at the same time, and we're covering the update very carefully. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss out, but let's get into the first attack. So this is the base we will go up against. I just threw one of them up on the developer build. Just know, guys, that anything you see here on the developer build is subject to change. Stats, gameplay, it might be tweaked slightly before the update comes out. Why don't we use the Siege Barracks, the brand new Siege machine? I like to use it away from the multis, so arguably we could use it to the left, or let's go down here. I got my left and right mixed up there. Over to the left or the right. Anyway, out of the way of the multis. You might also notice we're not at home right now. We are in Poland for the Town Hall 12 Cup live stream. It's going to be awesome, guys. Be sure to keep an eye on the Clash of Clans YouTube channel for that. Let's go with a bit of a warden walk down to the bottom. Oh no, the healers have gone for the king. Let's pop that ability and try and just get him out of the way. Healers. They go for the barbarians. I need the barbarians to get taken out and the healers to go to the warden. Seriously, turn yourselves around, healers. Why are the barbarians not getting taken out? Oh, this is a nightmare. Balloons actually did a good job over there. I sometimes like to... Okay. Where on earth do we jump here? Let's jump here and let's pull the warden back across with the Yeti, the bowlers, the queen, everything. Oh no, we got a single onto the Grand Warden, so I had to use the ability there. Not the ability, the freeze spell. Let's use the rage. Then where do we jump here? I want to control their pathing roughly. Let's stay on the other side. Let's stay on the... They move anyway. We got Yeti and wizards coming out of the center. Let's freeze the multi and the Giga Inferno Tower. Let's rage the Yeti moving through. They're caught in the tornado trap. Look at the Yeti mites moving across. Grand Warden's ability. Town Hall goes down just like that, guys. Honestly, you cannot not get the 2 stars with this strategy. Look at the Yeti getting blasted in the middle, but the Yeti mites are defense targeting. So even though the Yeti themselves attack anything, the Yeti mites, the little purple things you see bouncing around, the elixir monsters, whatever you want to call them, they will only attack defenses. Let's keep an eye on that queen's ability. Use it now. Let's explain this a little bit more to you. So the Yeti itself, again, I have that video explaining the mechanics. I will link that at the end of this one. But the Yeti have Yeti mites in their basket. That's the purple things. So the Yeti only... they attack anything, but the Yeti mites only attack defenses, and when they take enough damage, they pop out and they bounce over to the defense, but you only get so many of them. So notice that many of the baskets on the Yeti are finished, so they're the ones that took the damage and the Yeti mites came out. However, we do have a couple with some Yeti mites left. Now, irrespective, you get to use all of them. So even if your Yeti gets taken out straight away, all of the Yeti mites will then come out together in a mass swarm to blast into the defenses. So you don't lose out on the amount of Yeti mites that you get. But if you have healers on the Yeti, just know that as they move to the back end of the base, you are going to need something else. That's where the Stone Slammer tends to come in. But we didn't do that in this example. We just funneled easy 2-star, threw the troops in, threw it together, and that's how this strategy will work. But we need to do an attack with all Yeti. Nothing else, just the Yeti. Let's see how they do. Second base, all Yeti. I'm not sure how this one's going to turn out. By the way, guys, I do share a lot of the sneak peek images, other Clash of Clans images from my journey over on Instagram. Be sure to follow me there if you want to see that. All of my social media platforms are linked down below. So 15 Yeti, it's going to be more difficult, but I have decided to bring the balloons and the haste this time within the siege barracks. That just means that you can see what I was talking about last time. We can't do a warden walk or anything like that. That's off the cards, but what we can do is sacrifice our king. I actually bring a baby dragon in this army composition as well, just because 15 Yeti means there are 10 troop capacity that you then cannot fill. So I brought a baby dragon. And what we're trying to do is create a funnel on either side, exactly what we did last time. Typical, there's a Scattershot in this area that I didn't notice. So let's get the haste in, king's ability. Come on, balloons, get through that Scattershot. What are they going to do? Oh, they miss it. They miss it miserably as well. But, again, very difficult not to get the 2-star with the Yeti. We've created the funnel left and right. We can jump right into this compartment. Let's go. I don't know whether to go with the Queen or the Yeti first. I think the Yeti, because the Queen has that little bit more range. Now let's use a rage. Oh, we got a wizard in there who got annihilated. I don't think my spell did anything. Grand Warden's ability to be used. We can freeze everything in the middle. I poisoned the wizard, and he went down. So the Yeti themselves and all of the Yeti mites. That's an interesting thought. What about the Yeti on defense? I'm showing you on offense. Oh, look at how quick they're going down. Is that because of the Yeti on defense? Is it because there was just so many multi-infernos in the middle and everything got fried? I'm not sure. They are at low health, but also notice that even though the troops went down, and they did go down significantly there, didn't they, guys? All of the defenses went down very quickly as well, and that's exactly what I was explaining in the first attack. Whenever you use the Yeti, it doesn't matter about the Yeti mite. Look at all of them bouncing across. Oh, they nearly got the Archer Tower. There they go again. All of the Yeti mites. Unfortunately, a lot of them went to the Archer Tower, and I think they weren't necessarily needed. I might have lost one or two of them there, but when you use the Yeti, you're not going to miss out on the Yeti mites. And again, this wasn't the best of attack. I really had everything funneled right into the middle, didn't take out the CC troops. All of the Yeti got fried because they didn't have a healer or anything. With this Queen ability, we're getting over 80%. So if you're looking for a fail-safe 2-star strategy, this is your game. 85%. Are we going to get it? Oh, I jinxed myself. 84%, guys, but a solid strategy. The Yeti, they are awesome. Why don't we do something completely different for the next one? This one might seem like a bit of a weird army composition, but I kind of want to test it and try it out. Why don't we send a pack of Yeti down one side, a pack of Yeti down the other, try and send our heroes through the center of the base. 4 healers on each of the Yetis either side. Probably not going to work, but we can have some fun, and let's see what happens. Probably not the best base to be going up against, but we can give it a shot. I feel like because we've got the Wall Wrecker and the jump spells, I do feel like we're going to need that for the heroes. We're not going to have a lot of tankage for them, really. We can come in. I mean, there's a lot of damage down here, but actually up to the top of the base, the Yeti might get good value up there. So why don't we go with 5 Yeti, followed by the 4 healers. We can do the same thing. Let's say here, 4 healers. Then we can use the King, the Wall Wrecker, followed by Queen, Bowler, Grand Warden. Everything should now go in. Everything should go in. Where are the Yeti going? Over to the top. I want you to go up the base. I'm actually going to use a rage spell for them, guys. Oh my word. The Wall Wrecker is going to go down already. King has been sacrificed over that area. Let's poison the Yeti in the middle. King's ability. The Yeti up there probably swagged that spell. Let's be real about it. Swagged the spell. Let's rage in the center here. Followed by another jump. Not doing horrendous. Grand Warden's ability can be used for... Oh, we caught the Pecker. We got the Pecker within the Grand Warden's ability, which is huge, guys. Not ideal. We're going to struggle to get this Town Hall. The Yeti on the top doing okay, but they're running out of Yeti mites. Let's freeze this area. Let's rage. Queen's ability has been popped. She's onto the Town Hall. Oh, the Grand Warden took it right at the end. That is incredible. I've got the Earthquake spell because I thought I might have needed it somewhere as a backup plan or as a, you know, if the Yeti got into this center area, but wow. 75% it is, and we're above that. The Mass Yeti and the healers somehow worked. The healers have transitioned onto the Grand Warden, who was totally clutch at getting the Town Hall. Right, let's focus a little bit more on the Yeti for this next attack. Just zooming in, watching them do their thing, and the Yeti mites obliterating bases. Let's do it the other way around. Let's use the King and Queen either side, create the funnel, Yeti moving straight through the middle. I've got 2 jumps still, and actually looking at this base, we could really do with getting through the first layer, couldn't we? How could we do this? If we were to come into this compartment, we could jump in, jump to the Town Hall, we'd get pretty good value. Let's actually use the Siege Barracks, just because I want to. Just because I want to. Then we can use the King here. Once he starts to move up over, I will then use the Queen. There we are. That might have been too early on the Queen because it's going to force the King into the base. But not to worry. Not to worry. We've got the P.E.K.K.A coming out of the Clan Castle. I still have the Ice Golem P.E.K.K.A combination, which let's pop it now. Otherwise, it will probably end up just targeting the wall and going down. I can see that my King ability is going to need to be pressed in a second. Would have been nice to get that Archer Tower. Can I sneak? It's probably worth it. Trying to sneak a bowler onto there. P.E.K.K.A is going to move out of its range. Come on, bowler. You can get this. Ah, you can't. You can't. Right. Jump spell. Jump spell. Mass Yeti. Mass Yeti moving through the base with the Grand Wardens. Let's zoom in. The Grand Wardens. Imagine 2 Grand Wardens. Queen's ability. Grand Warden's ability. And, oh, the Yeti mites on defense, man. Look at them go. They shred troops. Watch all the Yeti mites. Onto that Scattershot. Take it down beautifully. Yeti's moving through. We can now freeze. Probably want to freeze this Town Hall for when it pops. But the Yeti will activate it, remember. We don't have to worry about the Yetis not activating the Town Hall. That's the beautiful thing. They actually got out of the way of that Giga Bomb very, very successfully. Let's get a minion onto that Archer Tower. You will go down, my friend. The bowler didn't get you, but the minion did, and it saves this Yeti mite. Oh, imagine if that Yeti mite had one-shotted the single Inferno. If it was down enough, it would have been pretty awesome. Oh, they didn't quite get it. Let's see the Yetis moving through the base. They take it down again. They target anything, so it's kind of cool. If you have storages in the base, if you have the Town Hall, it doesn't matter. They will just target it. They'll activate the Town Hall, and the Yeti mites just bounce all over the place. Will they attack the Queen? Yeti mites on the Queen? I don't think so. I think that's the Grand Warden, isn't it? Yeti mites, whilst they're defense targeting, exactly the same mechanic as Hog Riders, Balloons, anything like that, doesn't look like they'll attack the enemy heroes. That would have been probably OP. I'm just saying, especially with the Yeti moving through the base as they do, if they could use the Yeti mites to take out the Queen, it would be even better. But granted, the Yeti attack everything. So they will. Look, the Yeti is going for the defending hero. It's not going to take it down. It's going to get shredded because it doesn't do as much damage. But the Yeti mites are what do the damage. We're finishing on the 69% for this one, guys. If you do want to see the Yeti broken down, show you the mechanics a little bit more, isolated bases, be sure to check out this video. It will showcase exactly how to use it. We've got more videos coming up on the update, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. But that wraps it up just as my iPad decides to play up. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace out.